Right, we've got sound. Sorry, I do apologise. I thought I'd put the video on. I thought I'd grab myself a cup of coffee and nip to the loo. All right, we're on. Sorry, shit. I do apologise. I thought I'd put... Damn it, sorry about that. Okay. Right, okay, we have Andreas in the house, Kim O'Brien's in the house, one of our Brown admins, Richard Cooper is in, Natasha Sakamoto, love that name, Marcus Jafari, Dennis van der Hayden, Gino Dow, Chia Engov, Crypto Dread is in from Florida, and we have Gino Dow, Smart People, James Oklahoma, one of our Brown admins as well. Maybe the dog has conducted. Did Cara come through? Studio 10 be inspired, Stephen Seathouse, Antonio Medusa, Andreas. Ah, there he is. Okay, so we're back. Sorry, I thought I'd stuck the video on before I went for coffee. So we're live. We're live. Sorry it's late today. We're getting a broadband upgraded, the speed upgraded, so I can do kind of better live shows, hopefully, better and more kind of stable as well. I'll just see if we are stable. Yep, the stream is stable just now. Got a couple of people watching, obviously. So today we'll not be going over the usual, we'll not do the usual, but we'll just look at the kind of markets overall just now, see what's happening and try and see if we can get a couple of news stories as well. I had them all lined up, but I had to kind of turn the computer off again, try and get this broadband sorted and started up, but so I do apologise for that. Okay, Bitcoin is up to 5,213. We'll look at the charts a wee bit later on as well. So mostly in the red today, but we're up to 180 billion market capitalization, which is good. Bitcoin dominance going up 51.2%. So people are kind of moving out of the alts, going into Bitcoin at the moment. So we can see that in the markets overall. We'll just see who is leading. Repo is up 97% on $44,000 traded. ABBC coin is up 16%. Wakey Chain is up. Nano. That was a good jump yesterday, 5.83%. Ravencoin, Engine Coin as well. Crypto.com, CRO, and the gas of Crypto.com. Tron is up as well. So not that many up, probably about 15%, if that, because the rest are Tether, USD, Gemini, True USD, Paxo, yeah. So a lot of them are the stable coins. So maybe about 12% up. Biggest loser, Vest Chain. Dogecoin is down 11%, Maxmind Coin, Loopring down 10.85%, KuCoin shares down 9%, Elf, Electronium down, Maker, Loom Network, Byton, Walton Chain all down as well. Okay, we'll look at the overall kind of markets just now, and we'll go to 10k and see what difference that makes. I don't know, I still think we're not going to see the... I thought the speeds in Glasgow would have been good, but obviously they're not. 24%, 24 hours. Okay, Signatum is up 214% on 151,000 volume, which is good. I jumped over. I've not jumped over yet. Totally out of sorts here. Dex is up 166%. Starchain Commerce Data is up, Repo 97%, Amocoin, Crypto Dash, Cryptic Coin, Soma as well, and our very own Metamorph is up 40%, up 81% on the week, up 3.45% on the hour. So we'll just go to charts and we'll have a look at the smaller caps as well. So this is Digitex, still doing well at 2351, which is doing brilliant compared to the rest of the market, and it's doing extremely well just now. You can see that big parabolic rise from 900 to 2351. So a couple of chances there to get in. Metamorph, how's that doing at the moment? Yeah, it's still going up 149, so it's broken resistance. Resistance was here, so it's broken through that resistance, and we'll just make that kind of orange and make it thicker. So that was previous resistance there, and it kind of stayed within that kind of trading. You can see the trading channel. Trading channel has been here for ages, so I suppose we could put the resistance up to there, and it's still broken through that. So for about 4 months, 4 or 5 months, this has been a trading channel for Metamorph. It's now breaking out of that trading channel. So this could be a good time to get in if you're not already in Metamorph. We've spoke about Metamorph loads of times. I've done a review on it. Just search Metamorph on my videos and you'll be able to see the review on it. They're coming out with version 2 very, very soon. Looks fantastic. Need to do an update on it as well. And I'll get that done hopefully quite soon. I've been speaking about that for a while though. So I guess the next resistance here for Metamorph would be 191. So still got a good 25% before it gets to its next resistance. So it's looking good for Metamorph just now. And Digitex we've looked at already. BPT. Blockport, how's that doing? Still stable, 2425. Still like Blockport as well. What are the other ones? BAB, I've not heard any news on BAB. Still at its all-time low just now for BAB, unfortunately. Okay, so if you have any questions about trading, about coins or about anything else, just let me know in the chat area because this is not going to be the usual. We'll have a look at some of the latest news on crypto as well. This is, I use cryptocompare.com and just go to the news channel and you just go up to news up there and you get the latest news there. We'll refresh that. Ethereum price analysis, we don't want to look at that. Monero developers confirm fix a bug. Mt. Gox lawyers, Capellas prosecutors ignored evidence of outside job. Western Union teams up with digital wallet coins.ph for enhanced cross-border transfers. Dogecoin price falls off a cliff as bears regain control. Ethereum price analysis, blah blah blah. Revolutionising blockchain gaming experience with Tomo Chain. That's CoinSpeaker. Facebook reportedly aiming to raise $1 billion for crypto project. Nice, that'll be interesting to see what they come out with. Binance coin price continues downtrend as drop to $16 seems plausible. I think at these prices Binance still a brilliant buy. Crypto news, I don't really like their kind of site to be honest. India's new crypto TV talk show to start airing this month. That's at bitcoin.com. The FUD is back. China to ban Bitcoin mining again. I've seen that news story today. China to ban Bitcoin. Do you remember this last year and the year before? About all these kind of FUD stories that were coming out? And people were kind of taking heed of them and kind of selling off Bitcoin and selling off their alts and stuff like that. So the FUD is starting to come back again. Obviously that's nothing. It's not been confirmed or anything like that. And I can't see them doing that. Billionaire crypto whale targets Bitcoin to at 100k. Plus Ripple and XRP, blah blah blah. Crypto news, don't want that. Bitcoin will skyrocket as buying pressure consolidates post 5350, says eToro's Matty Greenspan. Okay, so we'll have a look at the Bitcoin price just now. 5293 at the moment. For the Bitcoin price, we'll just have a look at it on the hourly BTC USD. And we'll go Bitstamp, 5,200 hourly. So it's still bouncing off that 50 EMA. So hopefully it should bounce here. It might go down a wee bit and bounce again. But on the hourly it should bounce from here, 5194. So we'll see if it does. It has bounced all the way up since a crossover from 4,000. Or less than that, 3,900. That's on the hourly. So we're hoping for a bounce here to continue this uptrend for Bitcoin. Technical analysis say it's a buy. This is a summary. The oscillators is neutral. Buy, moving averages, strong buy. So there's a buy in nearly every area. Hull moving average is the only one that's got a sell. Stochastic RSI fast is a sell. Williams percent sell. Commodity channel index is a sell as well, but most other technical indicators on the daily, it is a strong buy or a buy. On the hourly it's a sell, so it changes totally. I don't know if you've used this before. But it's still looking okay for me. It's still looking okay for Bitcoin price at the moment. So as you can tell, there's not a lot up just now. Nano is up. Nano is up again, up 9% just now, and that's still a buy at the moment as well, according to the technical indicators. Kind of crossed over to 27,000, now 32,000 at the moment. So not a huge jump, 19% so far. We're looking on the daily. $23,000, so that's a bigger jump from the daily. Up 50% since the crossover on the 12th of March. So 50% in 1 month is brilliant. Okay, we'll just go back to chat, see who else is in. Crypto Knowledge Alliance, James is in, one of our brilliant admins again. There's a couple of our brilliant admins in today, that's good to see. Rendo Holland is in, Debbie Claydon is in, and Gino Dahl, if my alpha was right, you were making coffee. Yes, I was making coffee, did you say that? But I thought I had the video on. Any reason you can see why Dent has fallen the way it has the past few days? Honestly, James, I don't know. Honestly, don't know why it's kind of fallen that much, or why it's fallen that much. There's no news, there's nothing kind of bad come out about it, there's no FUD, nothing at all that I can see. So we said, we thought it was going to, well, I thought it was going to break out of this descending triangle. And what was happening before with a lot of them were breaking out the descending triangle and going to the upside because it had strong support. It did have strong support at 22. Obviously, I did recommend it as well, which was totally wrong because it just kind of broke form and came back down from the 22 and it's just continued to go downwards. So will it come back up? It probably will, but for now it's just holding a bag. If you've got a bag just now, it's just like, oof, do I sell, do I try and trade up, or do I hold and just wait till it comes back up? It probably will jump back up again and it'll probably be unexpected, but it's just a bit of a nightmare. It's all-time low just now. Could it go lower? It could go lower, but I don't see any reason for it. I can't see any news, nothing like that at all. Vin is in, the Stormkeeper is in, B is in as well. Mark Innes, Metam, go you good thing. Yeah, it's doing well, Metamorph. It is doing well in the face of the kind of whole market. If you think about what all the other alts are doing, it is doing really well. Still going up. 149, that is a good looking chart. So this is the highest it's been for nearly 4 months. And version 2 is still to come out. So it's looking good. And this is one of these kind of coins. You're talking with Metamorph, you're talking, it's still 1.5 million. It's only 1.5 million. It's not even that, sorry, it's $750,000 market capitalization. When you just look at that, you just kind of, it blows your mind when you just kind of look at the market capitalization of it. 109 million circulating supply, 180 total supply, so just over 60% there. So yeah, it deserves it. Metamorph deserves it. I've used the exchange before. I've kind of showed you the videos as well, and I still think it's going to jump up big time. And this could be, if a 10x, you're talking it's at 7 million. So I still think definitely worth putting money into it, especially with version 2 coming out as well. Here's a cool visual, Crypto Bubbles. So as I said, we're not doing the usual. We kind of looked at the news but didn't go into in-depth any trends, so it's up to you what you want to kind of see. Welcome to Crypto Bubbles. Website shows talk about in a bubble chart. Ah, cool. Every currency is one bubble in the chart and its colour and size is dependent on real-time market data. Cool. You don't have to, but you can support my work. Blah blah blah. Colour of bubble, size of bubble, view chart. Excellent. Ah, that's quite cool, that. That is very cool. Thank you very much for that. CryptoBubbles.net/chart. So WICC Wiki chain. So you can see at a glance what's up. Obviously repo is biggest mover, 96%. Ah, that's cool that. Aurora coin is up 4.2%. ABBC, Nano. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Options. We'll go for the week. Excellent, this is cool. So who's the biggest in a week? BCH, 62%. Litecoin, 30%. Ethereum Classic. Zin. Or Mixin. I thought it was Zinfin, I was going to say that's not in the top 100. Maximine down 50%. Dominance, price, bubble size, change, market cap. We'll go for market cap. Cool. Display token. Oh, coin. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks for that. You could look at that all day, man. I'm going to have to bookmark that. I'll just put in the first round. Thanks very much for that, Natasha. I really like that. Gino Dow, Ethereum is collaborating with Tron. That's news. If Ethereum partners with Tron, they could do a super coin. I don't know if that's true or not. Has it been confirmed that they're actually partnering? I heard there was kind of rumours. Kukla is in this morning. Good morning to you, Kukla. Good to see you here. Scott Greenplate, good morning to you as well. Gino Dow, next stop for TRX, 5 cents. So TRX is making a move as well. I'll just have a look at Tron just now. Bitcoin. So it's come up as bottom. It's not really kind of made any significant moves as of yet. So it's coming up as bottom. It's at 569 just now. It did get to as low as 501. And it had previous support at 5, round about this level. This was kind of previous strong support. It did break that and kind of bounce back up again. So on the daily, it doesn't look brilliant. On the 4 hourly, crossed over. We're coming back down again. On the hourly, again coming back down. So it doesn't look brilliant, but it could be start of a move. Be inspired. TNB, is this a buy opportunity for TNB? Well, it's jumped up already, so I wouldn't be buying at these prices, to be honest, but it could be good for the swing. We'll just go to the daily. So what I like to do, I do it a wee bit differently using the Fibonacci retracement. So look at the crossover and then take it from there. So maybe going down to about 116. It could be a buy. It's certainly not a pump and dump for TNB because it's kind of spread over the last 4 days or so, 4 or 5 days. So I would kind of be cautious because it's jumped already. So what I would do is look at the 15-minute chart. I kind of mentioned this yesterday. 15-minute chart on the 5-minute chart. So look at the 5-minute chart first. Look to see if the 7 EMA is crossing over the 50 EMA, and that it could be a good indication of it's a buy again. There's going to bounce. But then what you can do is look at the 15-minute chart after that to confirm a buy. So you want a 15-minute 70 EMA crossing over the 50 EMA, and that would confirm it's a buy. It was a sell at 152 on the 15-minute chart. So you could have sold there and kind of saved yourself some money or saved yourself some profit if you got in. You could also look at the 15-minute chart to buy. So you could have bought in on the 15-minute chart at 95, kind of rode it all the way up to 178, sold, and kind of waited just now and wait for the 15-minute chart to cross back over again, and that would indicate a buy. At the moment, it's not a buy. At the moment, it's not a good buy-in opportunity. If it goes back up again, then it could be a buy again. It could bounce back up, but wait on the trade coming to you. Don't kind of try and follow the trade, waiting the trade coming to you. So if you're day trading like this, the 15-minute chart could be really good. We'll look at Nano and we'll look at the 15-minute chart. What happened on the 15-minute chart? So crossed over on the 15-minute chart at 27,000, went all the way up to 32,000. So that represented a kind of 20% jump in price. Came down, crossed down over at 29,000, back up, down over again, back up again at 30,000, up to 35, and it's not came back down and crossed over again. So 50-minute chart for day trading could be really good, and it's good if you're doing leverage trading as well. So BTC on the 5-minute and the 15-minute is good as well. We'll just look at Coinbase. So on the 15-minute, you would be out of BTC just now. On the 5-minute, you'd be out as well. So you could make small profits. So if you aimed for just getting a 1% profit, but you're 10x leveraging, then you've got a 10% profit there. Or if you just want a 2% profit and you're 10x leveraging, obviously it's a 20% there as well. So you can use the kind of small time frames for day trading as well. So, but when a coin has jumped up, said this before, when it's jumped up kind of big in price, use the 5-minute and 15-minute chart to look for a position to get back in again on the bounce. Otherwise, you can use the Fibonacci retracement tool as well. That's a really good tool to use. So hope that helps. So at the moment, it's not buy opportunity for me, in my opinion. Be inspired. Then I say we want to know what's your opinion on ONT, LTC. At the moment, LTC looks as if it's coming down. It's had a brilliant run up, so we can't complain at all. Okay, so this is what I was talking about on the 5-minute chart. Kind of went down. We'll look at it on the dollar value. It's just to illustrate this. Not LTC USD, and we'll look at Binance on the trading view. Okay, so it was a sell at $89. Kind of went all the way down to $84. This is on a 5-minute chart. It seems to be coming back up just now, but it's not kind of crossed over yet. We'll look at it on the 15-minute. And we're only using these short time frames because Litecoin has jumped up so much over the last kind of few weeks. So on the 15-minute, it's not a buy. On the 5-minute, it's not really a buy at the moment. So I would say it's not a buy just now. Look on the hourly. Not a buy on the hourly, obviously. But you can see again, if you just traded on the hourly on Litecoin, dollar value $61 and rode it all the way up to $101. You could have made, what's that, 60% on that. So you can trade using the smaller time frames as well. Obviously it's riskier because what can happen, I'm just going to see if I can find an example. So this is the hourly for Engine Coin. So if you traded on Engine Coin, for example, you could have said, okay, it's crossed over at 3,135. You could have rode it up to 3,500 if you got out then and took 13%, but it kind of crosses over and down a lot more often on the hourly. But Engine Coin has gone down quite a lot since a big kind of jump up. 4725, down, 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 down. Could have got in there, small percentage profit, down, down, down. But Engine Coin looks like a good buy just now, according to the hourly chart. On the daily, this is the one I like to kind of look at. On the daily chart, it's kind of crossed down over, so it wouldn't be a buy. But on the Fib retracement, if we look at that from bottom up, we're at the 61.8% level, round about there. So it could be a good buying opportunity for Engine Coin just now because of the fundamentals of it. Again, we'll look at Theta, and we'll do the same with Theta as well. So look in the 15-minute. Crossed over in the 15-minute, 2219. Kind of went up to 2499, so that's quite a big significant jump. On the 5-minute, crossed over at 2169 and kind of jumped up 15%. So you can definitely trade on the 5-minute and 15-minute chart, but as you can see, you'd be in and out a hell of a lot with it. Yeah, you could scalp Even if you're looking for scalps of 1-2%, it could be good just looking at 5-minute and 15-minute charts. ONT, I never looked at ONT. ONT, BTC. That's on the 5 minutes. Looking good on the 5-minute, definitely. 15 minutes is coming up for the crossover, so it's actually looking really good trade actually. ONT. So down. So it's good on the 5 and 15, not good on the hourly. But what happens on the micro tends to happen, spills over onto the macro. So if we look at it from that point of view, you can see it's already kind of way up on the daily. It's bounced off the 50 EMA, which tends to happen quite a lot. If it doesn't bounce off the 70 EMA, if it goes through the 70 EMA, you kind of wait on it hitting the 50 EMA, then maybe getting in then. And that's what happened with ONT at 27,000. So it could go back up again. I've got resistance there at 41,000. That would be the next kind of resistance, or around about 40,000. That'd be a psychological barrier as well. Yeah, so it could be a buy. It depends if you're looking to scalp or for long term, but it depends what you're kind of talking about. But short term, definitely, yeah. Marcus Jafari, I'm so tempted to sell all my alts into BTC and wait for the gains. I'm on the fence. What do you think? It's a difficult one. Because Bitcoin could just fall. It could just drop just like that very, very quickly. Because it's risen so much just now. And I think a lot of people are just waiting on it. And they're just waiting on a signal for Bitcoin to fall before selling out. And a lot of people are getting caught. So it's like we didn't believe that it could fall this much down to kind of 3,400 and people were buying at certain prices. Now the same is happening with Bitcoin on the other way when it's going up. People are trying to sell short at these prices because they think, oh, it can't go up much more. But it keeps on going up, slowly and steadily going up. And the next kind of point that we're talking about is 5,500, then up to 6,140, 6,000 first. So it could keep going up. Because what's happening is the shorters are getting stopped out, or they're getting liquidated, and it kind of pushes the price a wee bit more as well. So people are trying to short this when you should just be going with the trend at the moment and putting your 5% stop loss in, or just go with the trend. And it's been the trend since the 19th of February, since it crossed over. This is a trend for Bitcoin just now. So don't try and resist that trend. That's one of the big mistakes we make as traders. I've made it loads of times as well. Thinking, oh, this is the bottom. And you try and catch. I've done it with Seller. I thought this is the bottom for Seller. I think it's stayed stable at kind of 365. And it kind of kept on going down. So look at Seller just now, Seller Network. And what is it just now? 342. Start to come back up. But round about here, or was it here? Down here, I thought, okay, this is just about to cross over on the hourly. Cross back over. This could be the kind of bottom because it stayed like this for days. And I thought, is it going to go much lower? It doesn't look like it. And then it just kind of suddenly dropped off to 321 again. It's coming back up now. It's at 341. It did go up to 348. But it's like trying to catch a falling knife. You can never tell if it's going to kind of drop even more. So when you think something can't go any higher, it probably will go higher. If you think it can't go any lower, it probably will go lower. So you have to be really careful of that as well. And a lot of us get caught out. And I certainly got caught out with Seller Network because I'm stuck with a bag of them as well. Because I recommended them, I thought this is actually a good price to get in. So actually, I cannot go in on all the kind of premium calls that I make. It'd just be impossible. I wished I could because there's some brilliant gains made. But I recommended Seller and I thought this is the kind of bottom. And then I looked at it again. I thought this is actually a good trade. So I put some money into it at 365 and I kind of shot down to 322. And it was one of those trades I thought, okay, I'm just going to hold it. I'm not going to put a stop loss on it because I thought it's going to go up in the future anyway. I've no doubt about that. It's going to get up to 500-600 again. It's just going to shoot up kind of one day. So I'm not bothered about kind of holding it. I didn't put the 5% stop loss on it, but usually I would put a stop loss on it. This one I didn't because I just thought it's going to come back anyway, even if it goes down. It did go down and it's coming back just now, but not to the 365 level. So I expect it to go much higher, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Bernard Ronald is in the house. Welcome to you. High Plains Drifter is in. Tony P is in as well. Natasha said, I'm fed up with trading. Right thing to do, but how to protect against downtrend. That was to Marcus. Morning all. Sorry, just realised you're live now, but heading out to work. We'll watch later. Just popped in to say hi. Have a great day on his crypto journey. Brilliant, Stuart. Sorry, yeah, I was late this morning because of broadband issues. Hopefully it's all up and running just now, but it's not the usual. We're just kind of looking at charts, having a chat as well. Tron is pumping just now. TRX, BTC. It's starting to go up, 591. Excellent, that's on the 1 hour. Good. So hopefully if you're holding Tron, that's good. It's going back up on the daily. It doesn't look a buy on the daily, but it looks as if it's going to cross over there. When it finishes another couple of days' time, that should cross over on the daily, which would indicate a buy for me, a longer term buy. On the hourly, it's crossed over already, obviously. 15 minute will be exactly the same. Yep, 50 minutes just crossed over as well. And it's going up 594. So it's looking good just now. I literally just looked at it, but it's looking much healthier just now. What else is going up? Are the alts starting to come back? There's more green in the alts just now. So Dent, we've just spoken about, is on the up, 17 from 16. I think it was down to 15 as well. So Dent is up. Theta is starting to move. This is on the daily. Moneta starting to kind of bounce off the 50 EMA. Ravencoin. TRX 596, it keeps on going up. Excellent. Skycoin just starting to move as well. Sailor, you can't really look at that in the daily. That could be a buying opportunity on the hourly, but I've said that before. I'd wait till the crossover comes. Ren, GVT, hold a bit GVT as well. This is on the hourly, so it's not a buy on the hourly. Binance Coin, I recommended that. I think it was 395. It's went all the way down to 333. Again, this would be one for accumulating. If it goes down, just accumulate. It's going to go up to $100. Binance Coin, no doubt about that. I have no doubt about that. I'm not saying there is no doubt about that. So yeah, they also starting to move again. Why is that? Look at the Bitcoin price, 5212. It's bounced off the 50 EMA like we said. So why are they all starting to move? You can see here there's going to be more green. I would imagine on Binance you'll start to see more green. That's not the same. It's just the same on Binance. So Tron is up 9%, Nano 8, Dent 6, Raven, EOS start to move. C'est intéressant. I thought the alts were starting to move again, so it could be it's up and down with the alts just now. We'll just have a look at Coin market cap, 179. It's went up 100 million over the last kind of time we've been talking. Something's kind of kicking off just now. Sadiq, morning to you. Peggy Johnson, good morning to you. Adam Forrest, morning guys and gals. B, how many times per day does everyone look at the prices of cryptocurrencies? Oh, multiple times. I've got it on in the background when I'm doing work, and I just kind of flick over, see what's happening, kind of come back. Oh, God knows how many times. A lot. Vin, thanks, Steve. What do you think about NRG project? And they have an airdrop at the moment, maybe interesting. NRG. Have we looked at these before? I think we have. 26 million, $1.80, kind of going up. The high has been kind of now, probably. $1.84 has been the kind of USD high. 28641, that's 34626. So the highest has been as recently as well, so it's looking good for them. 57,000 for Satoshi value. So it could be good. I'm sure we've looked at this as well. It's a proof of stake cryptocurrency as well, so could be good for them. 26 million though, kind of looked at that. I'm kind of looking at one that's under 100,000 just now. I'm still not sure about it. I still do my due diligence on it, but even at that, putting $500 into $100,000 market cap, if it 10x's and just goes to $1 million, that's $5,000. If it 100x's, $50,000, so it could be worth it, but I'll still do more due diligence on it. Studio 10, I'm stuck with a bag of Seller. Also bought at 480. 480. How's Seller doing just now? 340. Yeah, I'm not stuck at 480, thank goodness, but I set a target for Seller round about these levels, kind of 550, anything kind of upwards of 500, so you might be able to get out, and I think this will kind of blow at some point, and it'll just kind of double in price, and then it kind of settle down. Hopefully, but I expect to get my money back anyway. I'm not too worried about it at all. But 480, I would say, kind of next level. We're going to go up to obviously resistance levels 400, 450, around about the 500. So I think you'll be able to get that if you hold it. If you're willing to hold, I would say, yep, I'll just hold it just now because I'll come back again, studio. Marcus Farai saying, thank you, Adam Forrest. Perhaps entering a position across, say, 3 levels would reduce the risk of buying before it hits the bottom. You could do that as well. You definitely could do that. Tony P, Steve, your idea of spread bet on EOS at 355. So happy so far with £10 a point. Brilliant, brilliant. Thanks for the idea. As a fan of EOS, it was a no-brainer, really. That's fantastic. So we talked about spread betting. You don't get taxed on spread betting here in the UK. I don't know what it's like anywhere else. But we talked about spread betting in the past. And they do, I don't know who they do now. I'm just going to check. IG index. I've not kind of gone onto it for a long time. Why cannot be reached? Strange. ID.com. Bit weird. Site can be reached. The IG index. Obviously down just now. What's going on there? Is it just something to do with Brave browser? Surely not. I'll turn that off just now. That is very strange. Yeah, so spread betting anyway, you don't get taxed on it, and you could spread bet £10 a point as you just kind of, you're betting on it going up, and you can keep on it. I think it's for up to a month or something. Have they got? It's like a futures kind of contract. It might be quarterly. So I think that's sometimes a good idea to do that. Or with the likes of XRP, might not be good so much now. XRP, maybe not so much with BTC because you've got to put a lot of kind of deposit down for that as well. But with the small ones, definitely with Ethereum Classic, I think they had Ethereum Classic as well, which would have been a brilliant one. So yeah, I like the spread betting as well. Kind of spoke about that a couple of times. Tony P nearly went at 260. Ah man, bottled it. But at least you got in at 355. That's good. Peggy Johnson, good morning to you. Stephen Motorshead, hello and have a good day. You as well. Axel is in. Good morning to you. Magpong, good morning. Studio 10, Umisi Go. Not long tweeted that the alpha release is now public 50 minutes ago. Will this send up value? OMG. Let's see what's happened. Not a lot's happened with OMG. Bitcoin 5236, so it's gone up again. Let's just see. Nano is on the move up again. Dent. ENJ, we've just spoken about that, it's come down. There's TRX 593. Oh, sellers. That's on the kind of top of the list. 340. Waves. And this is on the kind of hourly chart. OMG. Let's see if that's kind of made any difference. No, it's not made any difference. Usually it's kind of the news that is going to be releasing alpha soon, or whatever, kind of tends to put the price up, and then when it comes out, it tends to go down. So it looks as if that's kind of happening a wee bit with OMG. Okay, I think we'll leave it there just now. I know I'm late for everybody. How many people we've got watching? 48. We'll leave it there just now, unless you've got any kind of questions or you want to look at anything. We'll have another kind of one last look at the charts as well. Now look, see what Metamorph is doing. Down to 131. That's cool. It jumped up nearly 100% anyway. It jumped up about 80%, so it's still trading within this channel. So then close on that. 4 hours. Yeah, 131. So it's still staying within this channel since it's been since December. But it's the top end of the channel. Hopefully it can go up. But as I said, it's only 750,000 market capitalization for Metamorph. So loads more to come from that. Cheers for the spread info. Today we'll check out thumbs. Yeah, the spread betting, I'll check. There's IG Index I kind of use. There's loads of other ones as well, but I don't know if they've got the likes of EOS. Neo was another one as well. That'd have been a brilliant spread bet. XRP would have been a good spread bet. Not now. You could, but you can short these as well, but you don't get taxed on it. Can you do ETH, please? ETH, yeah, we looked at Ethereum as well, and I still think that's a good short and long term one as well. ETH, we'll do BTC and dollar. So this is on the hourly. We'll look on the daily, gives you the macro picture. It's still not crossed over, but it looks as if it wants to cross over. It looks as if it's going to cross over as well. So yeah, I definitely like the look of Ethereum. I think this is going to jump up. Kind of any day now. It's jumped up here already, but we'll look at the dollar value. Dollar value's gone up obviously with kind of Bitcoin going up. So we can see here it's not been this low since around about 2017, 27th of May, for 2 years. It hasn't really been this low in dollar value. BTC value is different. Yeah, since May 2, so nearly 2 years, it's not been this low. So I do expect this to go up. Ethereum, still looking good, $177 just now. Yeah, to me that still looks good, and I think it's going to be up past the $200 soon. Obviously that's BTC value as well, pushing it up. Anything else moving? We'll just look at Bitcoin. Not Bitcoin, Binance. See, we're getting more greens here, whereas before we were near the bottom, we were about 3 or 4 reds, but now we're getting more greens now, so that's starting to look good for the alts again. Pundi X has moved, Satoshi, probably, yeah, from 14 to 15. Not why that's so low. Decred as well, that looks interesting. Decred for longer term as well. Yeah, there's things are starting to move just now as well. Yeah, I'm on IG Index, 20p. Yeah, IG Index is really good, and it has got a nice app as well, really nice app. Gary Parmenter, Zell is a great buy right now, Steve. Yeah, Zell, I think I've recommended that in the premium group. If you're not in the premium group, there's a link down below. And there's kind of loads in the premium group. I think we've got about 200 people in the premium group now. But a lot of people got in at the very beginning, where it's just kind of a one-off kind of price. But we've still got a good few people in the premium group, which is good to see. Zilliqa. No, we'll go to... No, it's not Bittrex, Binance. No, that's dollar value. Zil, BTC, that's the quickest way to do it. Yes, definitely. I would say this is going to blow soon. It's hitting an all-time support, well, a long-term support. It's not the all-time low at 365. That is the all-time low, but it's hitting long-term support around about these levels at 442. So to me, this represents a brilliant buy just now and could bounce off these levels quite hard. Crossover as well. This is on the daily. So it's come all the way back down. So to me, long-term support as well, recency effect of the kind of big jump up, could see an increase here of at least 30 to 50% for Zilliqa, or Zilliqa, however you want to pronounce it. But yeah, I do like this. We've got the, again, it's that descending triangle. I've got there a descending triangle forming, and hopefully it could break out, but it's on a downward momentum just now, so it might break lower and kind of go to its lows as well, but longer term as well, it looks brilliant. A brilliant buy. Gino Dallas at 175 trading all day, not moved. LOL, when see you wake up tomorrow. 175 trading. How's ADX looking? That's from HXRP. I'll just make this the last one. ADX. And coming just down just now on a daily, towards its all-time low. So, but what this tends to do is you can see all these spikes. See these wicks here. So when it comes down, ADX, and it's kind of close to where it jumped up from. Where did it jump up from? 2750. So it's kind of getting close to that again. Maybe only 300 Satoshi off it. That is the time to kind of buy this, because it tends to, you can see all these spikes here, very regular. So it's not had a spike since 26th of March, which is 14 days, 2 weeks. So it might sound silly to say this, but this is due a spike again. So this represents a good kind of buying opportunity here for ADX. Where's the kind of support? Yeah, roundabout. Yeah, that's the kind of support roundabout there. And we'll look on the wick. Just go to the previous ones. So represents a good buying opportunity, and you could get a spike here. You could get a good spike. You're talking a lot, like even a 40-50% spike for ADX. So again, look on the 15-minute or even a 5-minute to catch a spike. So look on the 5-minute chart for the spike for ADX if it is going to spike back up. Waiting that crossover, then kind of buy in maybe around about the 3,200 level, 3,180 level, and just put a 5% stop loss on that, because you're going to get a spike up within the next couple of days, hopefully. Because it's due a spike. That's just what it does. That's just what happens with ADX. And you can see all these little spikes here on the daily, and they happen on a regular basis, but it's just not happened for a couple of weeks. So we're going to spike with ADX very soon as well. I put ETH trade in at ETH trade in at 175 USD. You think it will move up? Yes, I do. Longer term, if you're holding it, yes, definitely. I think we're going up to over 200, but obviously DYOR. do your own research and all that. Right, okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. Sorry about the kind of lateness, sorry about the kind of format as well, but I quite like this format, just chatting with you and looking at charts as well. And spread betting, no gains tax. No, there's no tax on spread betting because you're taxed already at source with spread betting. I don't know if it's changed across different countries. In the UK, you don't get charged for spread betting, or you don't get charged tax for it unless you're a professional trader, but you shouldn't be if you're only going in kind of once or twice. But yeah, you don't get charged on it. Okay, I'll leave it there just now. Hopefully you have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing. And until tomorrow, hopefully everything's going to be back to normal tomorrow. It will be. I don't foresee any problems. But I'll be back to normal tomorrow, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore